Hi guys, welcome to this very short video on how to install WordPress on your own domain. Now the first thing we need to do is download WordPress, which is fairly easy. Just open up your browser and go to wordpress.org, and from here just click download WordPress and then click also again the download WordPress button, and just save this file somewhere on your computer. Now it's very important to get this file unzipped so that you can watch all the files, and after this transfer them to your own domain. In my case I have a program for that, so I can just click extract, but otherwise you might have some other way to extract your file on your computer. But when you're done, you should have this folder lying here, and you should be able to see all the WordPress files in there. So that's the first step. The second one is downloading a Ftp program that will help you transfer WordPress from your computer to your domain or your server. So let's do that. In your browser you can search for FileZilla. This is a free software, and open up the website, and from here we'll click the left button called FileZilla Client, and be aware that this version here is for Windows. If you're on a Mac, then you need to use this one with the X. Just click that, and otherwise do like me and download this FileZilla client, and we'll use this one over here. Okay, I'll save that and install the program. So I'll just click agree, next, 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 and right here be aware that it actually wants you to install some extra software, so just unclick that, and again unclick that, and now it'll install the FileZilla program, and we'll let it start by finishing. Okay, so that's it. We have our FileZilla program installed, which will help us transfer the WordPress files over to our domain. Now, to connect to our website, we need the FTP information. You should have received that on an email when you bought your domain and your hosting. FTP information consists of the host name, the username, and the password. So when you found that, you can copy that over here to FileZilla, and when you've done that, you don't even have to worry about the port. You can just click Quick Connect, and now you should over here on the right side be able to see your server. Now usually you'll see a folder like I have right here. It's called public_HTML, and you actually need to put your files within this folder. So I'll just double click it, and then I can transfer the files over to this area. Once in a while, depending on who your hosting provider is, it could be a folder called www or something completely different. But that's it about the server or your domain's server. So the next bit we have to do is transfer the files, and in this case I put the files in on my desktop, and the files were in this WordPress folder that we just extracted. So I'll double click that and then simply select all these files and drag them to my domain. Okay, so the transfer is complete now, and the next step is to finish the WordPress installation. So go ahead and open your browser and then type in the domain of your website where you just placed your WordPress files. Now you should see a menu like this, and from here you can just go ahead and select the language which you prefer, and from here it asks for some database information, so we can just go ahead and click Let's Go, and go ahead again and look for the information you got from your hosting provider when you bought your domain. In this case it asks for database name, so I will paste that in here. A username, password, and database host, which is the host name. Now if you need several WordPress installations on your domain, then you have to change this table prefix. You can, for example, just call it WP1 or 2 or whatever, but just be mindful you can't have two different WordPress installations with the same table prefix. So that's just a small detail. Now when you typed in your information, go ahead and click Submit, and if the information was correct, then we can go ahead and run the installation. And site title, we can just write whatever we want. I would say, yeah, company name, whatever your company's name is. Username, whatever you'd like. And the password you choose, just remember to write this down or keep it safe somewhere. And yeah, also type in your email address. Now the last bit here is you can discourage search engines from indexing your site. This is clever because usually you want to be spending a few weeks building your site. So in that case, it's a good thing just to keep this clicked on. But you can also use a plugin or something else to hide your site from the search engines. But when you're ready, then you can go ahead and click Install WordPress. Okay, so the last bit here is to log in using the username and password that we just created. Okay, that's it. You've now installed WordPress on your own domain, and by the way, for the future you can always find your way to logging in by typing in your domain name followed by wp-admin. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. That's really it. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. Otherwise, take care and have fun building with WordPress.